What is going on, YouTube? You got AJPay and ComradeConCarne, JP and Corey, main protagonist sidekick, with the 500 sub special. That's kind of late because we want to give you time to ask us your questions, and I think now's the time, right?
Yeah, right now.
Also, we rarely have time to record.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Also,
No, I think that's the actual true fact. So we're just gonna start answering your questions now from the bottom to the top. So whoever asks the first question, and then to the last question. Also, some of you asked the same question, so we're also gonna credit you for the questions. Hopefully, we didn't miss any, and if we did, you can comment down below and stuff.
Woo!
And, yeah. All right, so we'll start with the first question from Blaster7890, Haka Mage, and Massive329. How did you start uploading Wi-Fi battles / what got you interested in Wi-Fi battling? I guess that's technically just me, so I guess I'll just answer it. I guess I'll start with the interested part because that's kind of how I got started uploading, because I got interested in Wi-Fi battling. I've always liked Pokemon since the beginning. I was there when it was first came out when I was like 5 or 6, and then I kind of liked it. I mean, I really liked it. Second generation came out. I got it the first day. Back then, when Toys R Us, you had to get a card and then bring that card up to the counter, to a gaming counter, and then they go to the back and get you your game. And then when third gen came out, I thought I was too old for Pokemon, but my cousin who introduced me to Pokemon still got the game. I noticed him playing it, and then I bought it myself. And then I guess fourth generation came out. I was still pretty interested in it. I pre-ordered it with 2 of my friends. And then after that point, it was just me, all by myself, alone, for my close friends liking Pokemon. At the time, I still didn't know Corey yet. Mm-hmm. And then at some point, I really liked this YouTuber named Ray William Johnson. I don't like him anymore because he does the same stuff. He's not that funny to me anymore, but back in high school, I liked him. And this is around when 4th gen was happening. So one day, I was on YouTube randomly, and I see this Pokemon battles and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. That must be pretty boring because I'd probably be the best. Because at the time, I thought I was pretty damn good at Pokemon, but I didn't know competitive battling. And then I see Crondo Ren 66 video with his picture-in-picture, and I noticed he kind of looks like Ray William Johnson, which caused me to click on his video. So technically, he was the first person that I ever saw in Wi-Fi battling. And then I saw all these double switching, and then EVs and natures, and I'm just like, Pokemon can be used this way? Why isn't anyone using Hyper Beam? What the heck is happening here? So I researched it myself. I found Smogon, and then at some point I didn't still know the EVs. I still knew the natures, so I got the right natures but not the right EVs. And I challenged some classmate of mine in high school at some point. My first ever Wi-Fi battle, which I lost in because I overpredicted. I had a Magnet Rise on my Magneton, and I thought he was going to switch his Garchomp out because his Garchomp was pretty weak, and I outsped him because at the time we didn't have good EVs. So I went for the electric move, but he stayed in and killed me, and that's how I lost. So that's how I kind of got interested in it, because then I just basically started watching videos of it. And then it took me 2 years. At some point, I was like, this is pretty easy to do. This seems easy. I bet you I could do this. I just got to get the talking down. So before I even got the talking down, luckily my friends got me a job where I had to constantly talk because I work in retail now. So I got my speech skills, talking skills a bit better. And then I guess I started uploading from there. I was like, this is pretty easy. I'm going to start it now. And it turns out it wasn't easy because my first Wi-Fi battle sucked really, really bad. So I feel like I should re-upload it. I mean, narrate it sometime at some point. And that's how it started.
Woo!
And as for Corey, he doesn't upload, so this question does not count towards him.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's always a possibility that I may at some point, but
Stop! That's one of the questions. Stop!
Hey! I'm just explaining. Okay. Anyways, whatever.
You're next.
All right. Okay. So the next question by Blaster7890, we got Corey. How long did you live in Germany? I had lived in Germany for a month and a half, right around that time. During the summertime, it was really nice, and it was pretty much just spending time with my old exchange student, one of my best friends, and it was just a really good trip overall. Then we also had the next question, same by Blaster, is what is your favorite tier? JP, what's your favorite tier?
I was supposed to ask that question.
Hey, I don't care.
Just because I just woke up, it doesn't mean you can take advantage and take the lead. I am the main protagonist here.
You woke up at 1 o'clock.
I called the shots. Because I work at 3:30. Okay, I'll answer it. Sorry. I'm actually like, there's a tear running down my cheek because I just yawned. Alright, so, my favorite tier, I guess I can answer it in like two ways, I guess. So back in the day, like I said, when I got interested, obviously you get interested in OU because OU is the standard thing. But as I started competitive battling with OU, I kind of realized everyone uses the same thing. And not only that, a lot of people suck in OU because that's where all the new people start at. And then I just kind of hated it. So then I kind of went exploring to tiers, and I found UU. And UU has two of my top favorite Pokemon, which Weavile and Heracross are two of them. And then at some point, I just kind of fell in love with the tier, even though I kind of hate it now because it's a pretty bulky tier. And also, a lot of people use the Gligar and Umbreon core defensive walls, which is really hard to break through. And then in general, right now, I guess UU technically isn't my favorite tier right now, but it's my favorite tier all time without a doubt. Because at some point, I'm gonna go through this phase of my Ubers tier, because right now I still like Ubers a lot, but it's slowly dying, and I'm kind of missing UU. So basically, yeah, UU is my favorite tier.
My favorite tier, I'm honestly, since I'm not too much of the competitive battler, I just have to say it would be OU because, like JP was saying, that's kind of what I did start with, as well as actually we had gone through our tournament, me and JP, and I got second place, and that was OU, correct?
Yeah, and I didn't place.
Yeah, and I got second place with my partial OU, partial whatever the hell underused or team whatever. The one that you saw in one of the battles that I was JP. I think you did that part. You commented on that, or
we did like a showdown with your when you used it, and then I did a Wi-Fi battle with your team and made the most amazing prediction of all time. Of all time.
Such a good team, but yeah, it's just fun just messing around with that stuff, especially OU. So that's kind of my favorite tier, I guess.
Yeah. So I had something else to say, but I just forgot. Okay, next question. What is your favorite Pokemon? Asked by Blaster7890. Sophus Baladone. I apologize if I butchered his name. Obviously, we said this before. We said this in an episode of Pokemon Fire Red because it's one of the episodes is titled our top 5 Pokemon. So, and we mentioned it a lot in general. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard. My first ever Pokemon was Charmander, and seeing my little cute lizard evolve into a badass red fire dragon, and I love dragons. That's pretty damn sick. And then also the anime just made Charizard even more badass. It's Ash's strongest Pokemon at all time, without a doubt. But if it's Pikachu against Charizard, Pikachu would obviously win, sadly. But Pikachu can't beat the Pokemon Charizard can, like Articuno.
Yeah, as for my favorite Pokemon, I remember a long time ago when I first started playing Pokemon, the first Pokemon I ever owned was Mudkip because it was just cute. That kind of was my favorite Pokemon for some time until I got into a little bit more of the actual competitive play, where I had adopted one of my favorite Pokemon of now, called Electrode. Electrode is just a ball of fucking fantastic awesomeness. Big ass grin and eyebrows, and it just looks at you like, what the fuck you gonna do, dude? And I just love that guy. It's such a strange Pokemon, but such a awesome first gen Pokemon as well.
Yeah, like I showed one of our coworkers, Corey, like our favorite Pokemon because she asked. It's Michelle who asked, but I showed her Charizard. She's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then I showed her your favorite Pokemon, Electrode. She's like, "Why would that be Corey's favorite Pokemon?" I mean, I guess that kind of suits him because he's a weird, interesting individual. Yeah,
oh, wow.
So that's what she said about it.
I have never been told that. That's pretty funny. It is such a strange Pokemon to like, but I mean, I just love the guy. I've had such good luck with him whenever I play competitive anyways.
Yeah.
All right. This next question by Blaster. Oh boy, Blaster, you're in so many of these early ones, but whatever, that's cool. Your question was, that you stirred, you fried frog, I don't even know how I said that. That was just completely messed up. But do I understand what you said? Yes, I understand what that is saying, but I had to use Google Translate for that.
You're not supposed to tell him that. You're supposed to look all badass, be like, "Oh, I'm not German." Look at you. You look like a fool with your pants on the ground.
I can speak. I can read it, but I cannot speak it. That's the no. It's funny because even though I lived in Germany and had two German exchange students, I've never taken a single class of German. And in fact, when I was actually in schooling, I took Spanish instead because that's what a lot of people took, and I really regret taking that because I have not really put it to use. I kind of would have put German a lot more to use.
All right. Well, the next question is, what are you going to play next? Asked the Bull 14597. We were planning to do something like a funny skit with it, but now we can't because actually the thing's probably uploaded today or tomorrow. So you guys obviously know now. Well, I'm not going to say it in the video. But a link of it will be on the screen now if you want to watch it if it's up. Next question, Corey.
Okay, next question. If you started a Nuzlocke randomizer challenge and your starter Pokemon is Magikarp, how far would you have gotten? Doesn't he only know Splash at that, like...
You forgot to credit the guy, dude.
Oh, yes, okay. His name was, Aussie Boy.
0551E80Y.
Yeah! Aussie Boy!
Yeah!
Yeah!
You'd automatically lose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would. Just like Spoink, because Spoink also only knows Splash, which really sucks.
Splash is basically Hop, though. Which we learned after the episode where we asked, and then a lot of people just like, oh, it's this, and I'm just like, I know, I know. But it's great that you guys comment telling us what stuff is, because sometimes we are pretty stupid.
Yep.
Like, I used to feel like I was, like, one of the smartest Pokemon people ever, but now, seeing myself record and stuff, I realize how stupid I am sometimes. I guess I just got dumber over the years.
Or me, just having all my Pokemon fucking killed off.
Alright, next question. It's not really a question, but tell a really embarrassing story about yourself, and a random fact. Always Searching 2012. Is it Always Searching? Because I have it as all what searching.
It's always.
Yeah, I know it should be always because I see you comment on my Wi-Fi videos a lot. So this is actually one of my Wi-Fi watchers because now I think a majority of people watch my LP. But great that you watched my Wi-Fi. Thank you, I appreciate that. I guess one embarrassing story I can talk about because my friends think this is a funny embarrassing story. I honestly don't see it's funny during the moment, but it's not funny now. It's like one day we went to all-you-can-eat pasta at Olive Garden, and then at some point the waitress comes in, asks me, "Do you want soup or salad?" But I was really tired that day, and I can barely hear her, so I was like, "What? Super salad?" And she's like, "Super salad," and I'm like, "What? Super salad?" And everyone starts cracking up. The waitress gives me the weirdest look. I'm just like, well, I don't understand. What? And they apparently thought that was really funny, and I just kind of don't understand. I guess I got another one. I guess because between me and my friends, we kind of have an inside joke. You know how we have hashtag Tao? That's when you get really angry at everything in the world and you hate everything. We have hashtag something for all of our names. So for me, hashtag JP would either be if it's like a Pokemon related thing, or if you sprain your ankle, because I sprained my ankle a lot, and how I sprained my ankle the first time, which caused me to sprain my ankle multiple times now because my ankle's pretty weak, is because we were playing basketball, and you think, oh, you're playing basketball, that's a reasonable way to sprain your ankle. Not the way how I did it, because I was just walking up the court with the ball, and then all of a sudden my ankle just sprains itself.
Oh God!
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I do many embarrassing things, but I just don't remember them right now. But those are the two that I asked my friends. I asked my friends, and those are the two that they remember about. But they agree with me. I do a lot of embarrassing things.
What about your little
fact?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess my random fact is I'm colorblind. So if you take a colorblind test with me, with the dots that are shaped like a number, I won't see some of those numbers, and I will call you a freaking liar. Because that's why I called that one teacher that came into kindergarten doing the that colorblind test. I was like, "You're lying to me. I am not blind. I can see that there's nothing there, you stupid teacher," which caused me to go to detention in kindergarten.
In kindergarten. That's so horrible. It's like, why didn't the teacher understand? I mean, if she's fucking teaching it.
Well, I was also throwing a fit. I was like slamming on the
Oh.
table, and then I tried flipping it.
Oh, okay. So you love.
Worst part about it all is I didn't flip the table. So yeah, Corey, you still there? You disconnected from me.
Hello?
Okay, there
Hello?
we go.
I'm like, what the hell, JP? Okay. Yeah, is the Skype going okay?
Yeah, it's going. Just keep it
Okay,
going.
okay. Okay, I was like, did you cut off or something? Anyways, now my embarrassing story, I have one that's not so embarrassing, but I only tell that to the closest people. So, I mean, JP knows it, but I'm not going to talk about that one. But what I am going to talk about is another good one that I have. It happened a long time ago, very, very long time ago. I have no idea about like me remembering it, but my family always brings it up whenever just at big gatherings. And apparently when I was like maybe 4 years old or 3 years old or something like that, one of my mom's friends, she was like really big busted woman, like big huge breasts, and she was like, "Oh, hello, Corey," and she's like, "Come and give me a hug." And then apparently I like walk up to her and just grab her by the tits.
What the fuck? What?
My dad always brings this up every time. He's like, "I remember that," and I was just like, "That day, my son, I was the proudest father in the world." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, Dad, really?"
Honestly, I would probably said the same thing. Oh my god, that's funny.
So such a good story. But yeah, that's pretty embarrassing whenever my father brings it up, because he always does the most fucking embarrassing things. Like when I was at the fucking restaurant a couple weeks ago, tells the two hottest women in the room to like stare at me like extremely creepily, and I'm just like walk by them. I'm like, what the fuck are these girls looking at? And I see my dad in the corner. He's like just like looks at me, and then he turns away and just starts drinking his drink. Like you jerk.
God damn.
But my random fact related to the first question that I said, that I don't tell many people this, but except for like JP, the fact is that I have blood lineage wise, apparently my family kind of sees ghosts, and as do I too. So that's what I'm just going to say about that, and I'm not going to say anything more. Ooh, yeah. All right.
You're next.
I'm next, huh? Okay, yeah, this was one of the questions that I wanted to touch up on. It was by Maddie HD, and he said, "Would you ever have a dual Nuzlocke with a subscriber, me, and what recording device do you use, and what do you recommend, and is there any good free ones?" I don't know if there's really any good free ones.
There's none.
Yeah, there's none. Yeah,
Unfortunately, the things in life aren't free. You can illegally download.
That is very true, which a lot of people do. I mean, there's all sorts of things we can recommend. I use Camtasia. JP, you use Camtasia, right?
No, I use an application called ScreenFlow. I really like it. It's super easy to like cut some stuff out of the screen, and it's super easy to use it as an editing device. That's what I use for my recording device too, which is ScreenFlow. But in general, I think that's only for Macs. So unfortunately for you Windows people, it's not going to be for you. But most Windows people are more of the complicated side and have like higher quality and could do more than ScreenFlow. But ScreenFlow has everything I need, so I like ScreenFlow a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of ones you can recommend, but either ScreenFlow with Max or the Camtasia with what I have. That's all works. There's plenty of other ones out there too. So that's what we use as well.
And then also just real quick, if anyone from ScreenFlow, that if you work there, you're watching this video, sponsor me. I will advertise you for my life because I actually love your product. So sponsor me. AJPay. YouTube.com/AJPay.
Sponsor him now!
Yes!
Okay. And then the last one is, would you ever have the dual Nuzlocke randomizer with a subscriber? Now, the thing about that is, especially when you're getting into like two people doing extended periods of time for projects, Like me and JP, we have pretty good synergy between the two of us when we're doing it because we're kind of different, kind of same. Both of us like Pokemon, and there's a lot of other people who
Mainly, he's white. I'm Asian.
Oh yeah. But what it kind of comes down to is with a lot of people, you really got to kind of like get to know them to know if you'd like really be able to talk during anything for long periods of time. Because I mean, there's some people that I can talk to and it just naturally comes out, and then there's other people that if we were to do anything like that, it would just kind of be a strangled feeling series. It might be funny and good stuff, but we'd really have to talk to the person, get to know them for a month or two or something like that before we consider it.
In terms of like a main project like the Fire Red, I would only do it with people I honestly know really well because one, we'd have good synergy, and then two, that we'd also have a lot to talk about, and then like it's easier for me to kind of be myself because like you can't really be yourself with someone you just met or you just know for like a few months, like especially with me because I act differently with a lot of people. Like with Corey and some of my friends, I can act like a kid all I want. I can do whatever I really want. But when it comes to like some of my other friends, I honestly act like a real adult. Like I won't do some of the kiddish stuff I do, and it kind of bores me when I hang out with them sometimes.
That's kind of
Yeah, but in general too, like I would do some with a subscriber if it's a side project. But the thing is, there's some requirements that have to be filled. We would have to be talking a lot, and then also like you would have to be posting videos yourself on your channel already, and your content has to look like pretty decent to me. No offense, because like some people's kind of suck. I have one. I'm considering one person for a side project, but I'm most likely gonna do it with Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Or this other candidate that I got.
Yeah, you told me a little about that, but well, I mean, we'll see. There's always chances that other people can do stuff with us, you or me. I mean, it just depends. As an example, actually, there was a while back. If anyone has watched The Walking Dead, they'll know that Chandler Creighton, who plays Rick's dad, Carl, he had his own YouTube account, and he had actually joined forces with one of the biggest YouTuber gaming-wise, Uber Haxor Nova. They did a series together, and while some people were completely complaining that like Chandler was annoying or they didn't like him, a lot of other people were rooting it on. It was just kind of like you really gotta figure out if people will like your duo or not, which, I mean, it was just kind of a toss and turn on that. I was kind of sad to see him leave away on that series, but I mean, it was good overall. I mean, I don't even know what other people think besides what I could see in the comments. So it just depends.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm asking this next question. How old are you? / where are you from? Asked by Super Crits Massive 329 and Mr. Stain 05. I always said that I'm from the Rainy City because I thought that was pretty obvious where I was. But some people ask a lot like, "Oh, what is the Rainy City?" I'm just like, I feel offended by it. So I guess I'll just say where I actually live in. I live in Seattle, Washington, basically. Well, I live in a town like 3 minutes away from it, Shoreline, Washington. But technically, I like saying I live in Seattle, which everyone accepts in my area at least. And right now I'm 22 years old, so I'm an old fat adult.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? So you agree I'm fat? God damn it, Corey.
I'm saying that you're birthday. You just had your birthday, so you're 22, JP. I didn't even hear you say fat. What the hell, man? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Just go answer the question, damn it. Just go ahead. Go.
So, how old am I? I am 20 at the moment.
I'm not fat.
You're not fat, dude.
Thank you.
You wanna see fat? Just walk around the city a little.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Where am I from? General same area as JP, though we live kind of an hour away from each other. Rainy City area, though I'm in a town called Woodinville at the moment. Of course, I'm gonna be moving pretty shortly to like some other town, but I mean, yeah, that's where I live. Fun stuff.
Okay.
You're
next.
Okay, so let's see. Coolest kid. Will you guys do a dual Nuzlocke of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum? We have definitely put this into consideration as it is kind of one of my. I mean, it's like either my number one or number two favorite region. I mean, it's always a toss up between all of them, but it's one that I'd always go back to. Same with JP, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
Considering it was the last game that my actual like really close friends ever played Pokemon, and then they just completely ditched the series because they're Gen 1 boys.
So will we? Yeah, most likely we will. It is most likely sometime. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Next question is, how about running a team builder for competitive news? Pick a subscriber each week at random to battle on Showdown. I actually thought of this idea before, but here's the thing. Oh, this question is asked by Darmani Goron King. I definitely considered it before. However, I am not the best at team building. Like, all the teams you've seen, yeah, I've built them all by myself with my own research, not using like a RMT team, whatever that is, or whatever, you know. The only time I ever used someone else's team would be Corey's team, but that's because me and Corey created that ourselves. Like, I helped Corey create it. I'm not the best at team building. Like, I noticed, like, because, like, with my feeling with team building things, you have to build the most perfect team where there's barely any weaknesses. Like, you could deal with every Pokemon at least. But the thing is, when I build a team, I always notice that there's always one Pokemon that completely destroys my team. Thus, I have to change the team, but then that opens another hole where another Pokemon destroys my team, and I have no check or counter to it. That's why I probably would never do that series. I may do it one day just for the subscribers' sake, because then I would technically pick a subscriber each week and battle them in Showdown, because sometimes now I actually go on my AJPay Showdown name, and a lot of people actually notice me on there and challenge me to battles, and it's pretty damn fun to battle subscribers, so...
Yeah.
And then Corey comes along.
Then there's the both of us in the chat, and we're watching each other's battles, and that gets pretty crazy and fun.
Yeah, because usually when I'm on Showdown, I'm usually on Skype talking to Corey, and then I tell Corey, you know, people are battling Skype, and Corey's like, "Oh, I'll jump on," and he jumps on.
Yeah.
Next question, Corey.
Next question. This is by actually a couple of my friends who have their own gaming channel, not very big, but it is by Compadre Amigos. It says, if you could be a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be?
Technically, he just typed, if you could be a poke.
Yeah.
If I could be a poke, I would be the index finger, because I like poking people with the index finger, because it seems pretty fun.
I would be the slow, sensual poke.
Okay, I didn't think you'd go there. Okay. But in all seriousness, if we could be a Pokemon, I forgot my answer.
Oh no! Well, while you're thinking of that, let me say mine. This took me some time to really kind of figure out, but it eventually came to a conclusion between me and my good friend Drew, who's our drawer. Of course, we say it every once in a while. But since water is like my favorite typing, pretty much, as well as if I was a Pokemon, I'd really want to be a flying type, because flying would just be fucking awesome. Who wouldn't want to soar around the skies and just like drop shit on people's heads or some kind of crap, or travel a world?
Fuck birds.
Yeah, I would be a ducklet.
Suck!
That's the conclusion. Like personality wise and Pokemon wise, stat wise, or not stat wise, typing wise.
Quack, bitch!
Quack, motherfucker! I'm ducklet.
Keep on going.
Yeah. So that would be the Pokemon I would most likely want to be, even though it's not humanoid, because a lot of people would want to have like hands. I'm perfectly fine fucking flying around and being like, yeah, bitch, I'm water flying, and I'm a duck.
Duck.
I
figured out two Pokemon I would be. One would definitely be Snorlax, because all you do is just sleep and eat. You sleep for a long time. Sleeping is an amazing thing. And then my other Pokemon I would be a Kecleon.
Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting.
Reason being is because I can camouflage myself. People won't see me, thus I can go in certain places and look at stuff.
But remember, you have the red line in the middle of your chest.
Shut up, no one knows that.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
No one knows that! Next question. Can we see your faces? Asked by Giovanni Padilla, the...
Ongus.
And Mr.
Ongus.
And Mr. Stain05. This is what Corey looks like, and then here's a video of what I look like. You happy now? This is what I look like. You happy? This is my face. I just woke up. Look, my hair is pretty messy, but that's why I'm wearing a hat. See? Are you happy now? What is wrong with this camera? Hello? Okay, never mind. It's not working. Forget it. This is what I look like. There you go. Now you know our faces.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not really faces as much, but
no, it is our faces.
They're
That's
faces.
what we look like.
They are indeed faces.
Next question.
How come ComradeConCarne doesn't make videos by London Foreman and Sanji-sama 95? I don't make videos because I would be probably very inconsistent with what I'd be putting out. I kind of have a dream to actually get together a lot of equipment and make small videos and things like that with high quality and like learning all the very difficult things that maybe Freddie W does or something like that, but I wouldn't be as good. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but gaming is always a fun thing to do with people because a lot of people just like watching people just have fun. I mean, that's really what I do and do with JP. It's just fun. So that's kind of why I don't make videos. Inconsistency, as well as the fact that, I mean, it'd be like it would take up some of my time. Doing it with JP, that's perfectly fine. We have the time, but if I was kind of by myself or doing it with people, I wouldn't feel maybe as committed to it. So yeah, that's what I feel on that. Maybe someday I will put out some videos. I know I'm going to be putting out one really soon. We just gotta get mine finished up, and there'll be at least one video that I'll have instead of 0 and 23 subscribers, which is funny.
Yeah, so anyone subscribe to ComradeConCarne right now because he's gonna make his debut video.
Yeah.
But
all right.
But the real reason why Corey doesn't upload is because Corey needs me. He needs me. He knows it.
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, there's other people I could,
need
but
you too, buddy.
I know, man. We're bestest friends.
Not really.
What?
I got bester friends than you.
Oh no! I'll have to commit. No, what? I don't know. Kill myself now.
Oh no! Don't do that. That hurts a lot.
Oh no! I was just watching a movie today about people taking the swords and jabbing it into their stomachs. Anyways, next question.
Wanna join Team Rocket?
Fuck
by London Foreman. Team Rocket is blasting off again. Why would I want to join them? Why would I want to capture Pikachu all day, every day? Why would I want to do that? Because they're the best. Okay, yeah. Next question.
The next question is, did you ever think you would get this far? By Sanji-sama 95.
Are you going to answer it first?
Did I ever think I'd get this far? No, honestly, I didn't really think I would. I wasn't sure on my full capabilities of doing like a Let's Play. I mean, I watched plenty of them over a couple years and kind of figured out how I would most likely do it. But of course, me being me, I kind of did it differently than I expected. But it ended up being pretty good because a lot of people like my humor. Some people don't, but a lot of people do because I just love just raging and doing all sorts of shit with JP.
Do I think I ever got this far? Hell yeah, I never thought I got this far. Of course, I'm not going to be one of those people like, oh, I never thought I got this far. Oh, they know deep down inside, they're lying to your faces that they know they would have gotten that far. They just like taking you guys and sucking up to you guys. I'm going to be real with you guys. I knew I was going to get this far. I knew I was going to get 500 subs. As for, like, past 500 subs, honestly, I don't think I would have ever gotten that far.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things is also, I mean, you have some people who advertise and that just pisses us off. And we did the old-fashioned way of not fucking going on everyone's channels and being like, hey, watch my videos.
Yeah, and I never do sub for subs. Like, there's some people that may ask me. I've said yes to, like, 2 of them only. But since then, I've never said yes to another sub and sub because I realize, you know, like, asking for subs or sub, yeah, you get a sub. Will they view your stuff and comment? No, they won't. No, they won't at all. No.
Never.
And that honestly doesn't seem like a legit way for like getting subscribers because the legit way to get subscribers is the person likes your content.
Exactly.
Not the numbers. It's the amount of likes you get, the amount of views, the amount of subscribers, and the amount of comments, and the kind of comments you get as well. Honestly, like I remember, like when 2012 ended, I made like a New Year's resolution video for one of my Emerald videos, and one of my New Year's resolution for YouTube was get 200 views on a video in like a week or two, and that happened easily. I got 10,000 views on the first episode of Fire Red now with Corey. Also, one of my New Year's resolutions for YouTube was get 500 subs before the end of the year. We're in August right now. I'm almost at 600. I'm at 599 at this point. So I really do thank you guys. And honestly, like I just said earlier, I was kind of joking in a sense. Like, you know, like people say like they didn't think they get this far. They thank you guys. Honestly, I did think I would get to 500. But after 500, I didn't think it's possible. I didn't think it's possible for me to get 1,000. I honestly think that's really possible for me now. And I really honestly do thank you guys. I'm not lying about that because I'm actually real with you guys.
Thank you, subscribers. Thank you.
It's actually, well, we were supposed to thank them at the end of the video, but we're only like halfway and we're like 35 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's your turn to ask this one, I think.
Okay, I'll just do this one then. Also by Sanji Sama 95. What are your goals for the future? Well, my goals for the future are to enjoy life. That's as simple as I can put it. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm gonna have to change things up. But I mean, either it comes to doing flight school, which I really want to do, or going into electrician programs, or fuck the thing that I want to do most, entertainment industry, which is very difficult to do, and you may not succeed at all. So I kind of probably won't do that unless I was successful beforehand. I mean that way. But goals for the channel wise, I plan out putting out some stuff eventually. I'll just have to make sure it's good because I really do want to put out like the top best quality stuff that I can. Also another reason why I don't put out very many things on my channel.
In terms of my future goals, like Corey, I do like living in the present, and I want to be happy during the present. But the thing is, you also do have to think about your future. So I've thought about it a little bit because I haven't gone to college for a little bit. I went like last quarter, but I haven't like really committed to it too much because I was planning to actually quit my job just to go to college. But unfortunately, I did get convinced to stay while doing college, and that really sucked. I do got enough money just to quit and just do college, but I like money. In general, I'm trying to get a degree in broadcast journalism, so that way I can do like sports analysis stuff because I do love sports. Like I have a lot of like guy interests from anime to sports to video games. I think that's like all the possible geekiest nerdish things you can do. That I also do have to think in my future because I'm getting old at this point. I'm 22, so I gotta get it going a bit. But I'm not honestly too worried about it.
Yeah,
and
I mean you're still pretty young. I mean, you have those people who are like 30 and they're like, "Oh, you're getting old, dude. I'm 30." And it's like, "You're 22." I mean, but we have some of those classmates who we just see being like fucking nurses already and making bank.
Oh yeah, that gets me completely jealous, especially when I see it on Facebook and just like, "Damn, he got hella far. I wish I was doing what he was doing. Damn."
I wish I was A, smart, B, had the money, C, had the luck. I mean, it just depends, but I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah. They also really put in like the hard work and effort. I didn't put as much hard work and effort into it. As for the channel, like I'm really hoping that I don't give up Wi-Fi battling because I still absolutely love Wi-Fi battling. But in terms of like X and Y, I really don't have. Okay, someone commented to me on Skype. Okay, I'm gonna ignore you. Sorry, Minecraft walls. I'm doing this recording. Anyways, God damn it, he just completely interrupted me. Oh yeah, future for this channel, like, I don't want to give up Wi-Fi battling, like, but I'm noticing that Wi-Fi battling in 5th gen, yeah, it's dying, definitely. So I understand why I'm not getting as many views, but I'm not getting that as many views as I want on my Wi-Fi battling. I still love the Wi-Fi battle, so that's fine. In general, though, I don't want this channel to be all LPs just with Corey and just LPs in general because I started this channel as a Wi-Fi battler. I still want to have that there because all Wi-Fi battlers do LPs at some point, and I'm at that point. So, but it's just that I just want my Wi-Fi battling to be there because also X and Y is kind of like a gray area there now, considering that I don't have the recording device for it at the moment. I might not even get it is the thing. I'm hoping I do. And then also like in terms of like, you know, Poco savving and stuff, there's probably not going to be any in X and Y, and you're going to actually have to legit do it. But then also X and Y did built in something that has EV training in it, but they don't call it EV training to speed up the process of it. So hopefully it will be pretty simple and easy, and then I guess everyone could do competitive battling. And then once I get the recording device, I'll be set to go, I guess. So. Next question. Am I asking this next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the. Actually, I'm not gonna answer him. I'm gonna ignore him. Is your next Pokemon playthrough going to be a Nuzlocke? Oh, and are you going to do any PO Showdown Lives? The Pokeboss. Well, the Pokeboss, I'm glad you actually like my PO Showdown Lives because they're really fun for me to do. I love doing them. It's just not a lot of people do them. I mean, not a lot of people view them. But I'm still going to do some once in a while because they're pretty damn fun. I just got to get a certain idea of how to. Because when I do a Showdown Live, I just don't want to do like the stereotypical Showdown Lives. It's like, oh, I have this team. I'm going to do this and go to this. I want to actually use some unique pokes or some unique sets when it comes to Showdown Live. That's kind of how I feel like with Wi-Fi now. As for the next playthrough going to be Nuzlocke, we're always going to be doing Nuzlocks because that adds a fun factor to the thing and stuff.
Very difficult factor, too.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Want me to say this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What is your inspiration for YouTube? My inspiration for YouTube? I don't really know. I mean, there's been like Freddie W, like I mentioned before, who I really fucking love his videos and just some awesome stuff. A nerdy guy and all his crew. And then you have like gaming channels, which you have a lot of people go on there and comment every couple of days because they just like some of the content. It's fun just being a part of a community. Being a community is, I guess, the biggest part of YouTube. I just like being part of a group.
Inspiration wise, like I said, Hondo N66. He definitely, I think, is one of the best narrators out there. He really explains himself. Most of my inspirations are honestly from Poke YouTubers too. So like Derek420 for Reals, definitely one of them. Even though he doesn't upload anymore, I don't think he hasn't uploaded in 2 years. I just liked his narrations. They were very different, very kind of controversial. I can't talk. I'm an Asian guy.
Controversial.
No, that's not even controversial. Confrontational. No, I don't know. Forget it. Point is, some people didn't like it. Some people liked it, and I'm one of the people who liked it. And then one of my inspirations now is definitely Poke AMD. Like honestly, I honestly think he's one of the best Pokemon battlers I ever seen. I think he's the best YouTube Pokemon battler, and he narrates his videos very well and explains himself very, very well, and he has very good timing with his explanations as well. So you guys should check them out. Okay, here's the question I was waiting for someone to ask, and someone finally asked it. How did you and Corey meet? Asked by Lucio Banaga, if I said that right.
I can't wait.
Alright, so Corey knows the majority of the story, but I'm going to tell him the prequel of the story right now, because he hasn't heard the prequel. I don't think he has. I don't think I've told him.
Nope, you've never told me.
Alright, so this is like about a week before Corey is starting and getting hired, because I noticed like on the schedules, like I was looking at everyone's schedules and stuff. I noticed next week we had this guy. His name is Corey, and I saw his last name too. I was just like, we have a new coworker. So I asked my boss. She's like, yeah, he's gonna be a cashier just like you guys. I'm just like, another guy? Seriously? We don't need more guys as it is. We only have 2 girls and a lot of guys. I don't want any more guys. I want more girls. So that kind of got me disappointed. So I also looked at it. I kind of realized when you work, there's gonna always be that one asshole at work. It must be this guy, because right now I don't have any asshole in my department. I was like, oh my god, I have to find his Facebook. I have to see what he looks like. So I tried finding his Facebook. Unfortunately, I failed trying to find his Facebook, and I was like, shit, he's probably gonna look like an asshole when he comes in. He's probably gonna be an asshole when he comes in. So, the day comes. It's Mother's Day. I'm really happy because I finally got my mom a really good present that day. So I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm cheery and all. It's early in the morning, around like 9:30. We're having our early meetings and stuff. And I noticed this tall white guy. Well, I guess he's kind of tall. This white guy is at the door, dressed up as a new guy. And I look at him during the meeting, and I'm just like, this guy looks like an asshole. Because Corey stands, he doesn't stand like a normal person. He sometimes has his hands behind his back. He stands up straight, and he also has his hair kind of gelled up too. And I'm just like, this guy looks like an asshole. I hope this is not my new guy. So, they let Corey in. I'm just still, just chilling at the meeting, talking to a few of my coworkers. My boss comes around and is like, "Hey, JP, this is our new coworker. His name is Corey, and you're gonna be training him today." I look at him, look up and down. I look at his hair. I look at his facial expression. His hands are still behind his back. I'm just like, this guy looks like an asshole. So I shake his hand, I'm like, I'm not going to let this bring me down. It's Mother's Day. I got my mom a very good gift. We're going to do something very well for her, and I got a short 4-hour shift today. So I shake his hand. "I'm JP. Nice to meet you." He shakes my hand. "Nice to meet you, too." I shook his hand, and I'm like, he shakes a hand like an asshole.
What?
So, I start training him as a cashier at our workplace, and I noticed he's kind of a bit slow. So I'm thinking, this guy must be a lazy, stupid asshole. So I keep on training him a bit. My coworkers finally come in. I'm just like, oh, thank God my coworkers came in. But we kind of talked a little bit, so I kind of warmed up to Corey a bit. And then as my coworkers come in, my boss comes around and is like, "Hey, JB, since you have a short shift today, you can go on break." And I'm like, "All right, that's cool. Oh, take Corey with you." And I'm just like, God damn it, I could have ditched the asshole. So I treated Corey nicely. I offered to buy him a drink just to kind of like warm him up a bit, because at the time I was like, this guy's an asshole. So we and Corey started talking in the break room, and I realized this guy's kind of like me. He's not an asshole. And then eventually I kind of just started working with him a lot, because I was a part-timer, but technically a full-timer at the time, because they made me work full-time hours. And I worked with Corey a lot. And then at some point, I find out he likes Pokemon. I'm just like, he likes Pokemon! And at some point, I'm just like, this guy's like the white version of me. And eventually we just started talking a lot. And then, yeah, the friendship started from there.
You look like an asshole. I think you're an asshole.
I judge people very easily, okay?
I know.
Especially with the fact that you have to have that asshole in your department at your workplace.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, that's such a great story, but my God, JP. I mean, who would you have considered the asshole in our department now?
I got a lot of people now in our department that's an asshole, because you're not there anymore.
Luckily. Yeah. Boy. Yeah, I never heard that beginning part, but yeah.
What did you think when we first met? What was your story?
When we first met, I had... Let's see, I was like, oh goodness, please let this be better than my last job, because everyone at my last job kind of either I wasn't friends with them, they were really cliquey, they were all like a bunch of women and a couple guys, and I just really didn't get along with any of them except for like one who went away anyways, so that really sucked, and I was just like hoping for the best, and then I get here and I'm just like, oh, okay, these people are really nice, and I kind of like them, and I mean, we got to know each other pretty quickly. Lindsay did her Australian thing for a month where I thought she was Australian, but
oh yeah, me and my coworker planned that. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
She was fucking playing a month-long prank on me, and I was like, "You're not fucking Australian! Are you fucking kidding me? 1 month I think you're Australian, next month you're American, and I can't get used to this shit." Yeah,
at some point when me and my coworker finally warmed up to Corey, I was just like, you have a pretty good Australian voice. You should talk to Corey in an Australian voice, because you rarely work with him, because you work like once a week. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So she did that for a month, and then we had a morning meeting, and we finally revealed to Corey that she was not Australian.
And my world was crumbling around me. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my God. Okay, next question. I guess I'll ask this one again. I'm not sure if I did for the last one. If you and Corey could have 6 Pokemon, who would they be? Okay, so I already explained this before, but let me see if I can get it on the top of my head. My following 6 Pokemon I would want would be Charizard, Weavile, Heracross, Torterra, Buizel, and fuck, I forgot the last one. Infernape. Because mainly those are my top 6. There's no really other special meaning in that. They'd probably lose in a competitive aspect, but in a real life Pokemon battle, we would win because we have friendship, heart, and trust! Yeah!
Friendship! You know, honestly, Infernape and Torterra, I would almost put in my top 6 as well, because they're just so fucking awesome.
What would be your 6 Pokemon?
Yeah, so my six Pokemon, I kind of put mine more into the aspect of not what my favorite Pokemon are, but what I would be able to live with most. Because if we actually in real life had fucking six Pokemon, if I was having Fernie, I wouldn't want a fucking monkey burning my fucking house down. I wouldn't want a giant, whatever the hell, fire breathing dragon burning my fucking house down or some shit. I mean, I just really thought
Don't
about
make
it
fun of
more.
my Pokemon, okay?
Hey, you have awesome Pokemon. The Pokemon that I would have chose, let's see. I'd have to say my Pokemon in the six aren't really part of my any even really top 10. Maybe they're my top 20 or something like that, but only one of them is in my top 10. That would have been Aggron. I would have fucking loved to have a steel-plated, rock-hard fucking dinosaur. I mean, who the hell wouldn't want a giant dinosaur as a fucking friend? That would be the most epic friend ever. Just walk into town and be like, "Hey, I'm on a giant dinosaur. Hey, ladies, how's it going?" Um, the next Pokemon I would really want an Eevee and a Piplup because you just want to have those cute Pokemon that are like little dogs and pets and stuff, and you get people's attention. They're like, "Oh, these are so cool," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, these are cool." It's an Eevee and a Piplup. Piplup's like my favorite starter, and Eevee's just badass. I mean, I would love to have an Eevee. It would be an awesome pet. Then you have the next one. I would have chosen Gardevoir because Gardevoirs, they kind of relate to their trainers and they really get people's emotions. And especially when you're kind of living, doing whatever, they're the Pokemon that can most adapt to their trainer and be friends with them. So that would be kind of cool to have a psychic Pokemon that could lift shit up with their mind and be my best friend. Um, and then I would have had Crocodile, who's a badass. And then I would have had my final one, Dragonite, which I would like jump on his back and fly to fucking like I don't know New York or some kind of awesome crap
New
and
York, New
land
York.
just land in the city on a dinosaur on like a dragon and just be like, yeah, what, huh, what? I'm on a dinosaur.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Next question is, what was Mr. Fluss's nature? Asked by Rick Roller 0xD. I don't know on top of my head. It'll be on the screen now. Next question. Would you like some tea? Asked by 3-Star Gaming.
Yeah, I really want some tea right now. I feel like having tea.
I'm sorry, I'm Asian, so I don't like tea. But if it's green tea, then yes. Okay, next question.
Yeah, next question. How many possible hacked ROMs have you played, and what are your favorites? By Mama Mew the Ronnie. I've really only played what you've seen with JP. Hacked ROM wise, Fire Red. That's pretty much it for now.
Which is technically really not hacked.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of modded. That's really it.
Well, in terms of hack games, I've only played one, which is Floor Sky, and I didn't even play that far through it. In fact, I was probably going to do like a solo LP of it just by myself while Fire Red is going, but at some point I just kind of gave up on that idea because I didn't have the time. And also, like, I kind of got lost in it a lot. And in general, I honestly do not like hacked ROMs too much at all. They don't really entertain me that much. So if you think... there's honestly not going to be any like possible hacked LPs in this game, in this channel. So I apologize for that. But maybe I might consider it someday. Next question is, what is your all-time favorite game? Asked by Cospa or Cospaha or
Cospa.
something like that. Sorry, I can't say names right. We said this in an episode of Pokemon Fire Red before too, because we had an episode named our top like 5 games or something. My favorite game of all time is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because like you just see all your Nintendo characters just beating the shit out of each other. That's just really great. And also, I was really good at the game. I played some local tournaments and actually won some of them, but now I just kind of suck in general. But in terms of like when I'm playing like my personal friends, I win easily. I'm the best.
Oh yeah. My favorite game. I mean, like my top 5 are gonna be like around Pokemon or Smash Brothers Brawl and stuff like that. But all time favorite game, I would honestly have to say it would be Fallout 3. Though I'm not much for first person shooters or stuff like that. It was one of those games that was infused with the humor and the dark side of the world, where you just kind of either can do whatever you want, follow missions, or just have fun with some interestingly weird weapons and creatures and shit. It was just altogether a crazy game that I just fell in love with. got the DLC, fell in love with that DLC, and even bought it for the computer, have it for Xbox. I just love that stuff. I mean, the next game that came out in New Vegas wasn't as good, unfortunately. It just didn't have that right feel. So that's my number one favorite game.
Next question is, who will the next Let's Play be with, if not Corey? Asked by Massive329. I had another friend. He's actually a closer friend than Corey, but there's multiple problems with him. He's not as interested in Pokemon. He's currently infatuated with a girl, and he's that kind of guy that ditches your bros for the hoe. Even though I totally accept that, that's fine. Like, go ahead, I'm cool with that. And then the reason why I actually choose him over Corey sometimes is he talks a lot, and also he's very different from Corey. So you see a very different dynamic duo as opposed to me and Corey. But luckily, Corey's staying.
Yeah, luckily.
No, not really luckily, but I'm glad he's staying.
What was the friend type that he was again?
Friend type? He was Nidoking, BMAC.
No. I mean, like,
he was
personality
the
wise.
gangster Asian type.
Oh, so we would have had two gangster Asians.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gangster. What are you talking about? I try to act gangster. I'm not.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, try to, but not. Oh boy, this next question by Massive329. I mean that we already answered it. Which state do we live in? Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Now, this one, what would you do if both of you were a solo channel? Asked by Kevin Asitimbe. I don't know. JP, you do this one first.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, if I was just a solo channel, I'll just be doing Pokemon stuff. I'm mainly keeping this channel Pokemon, basically. A little bit of other stuff, possibly. I would just probably be doing a lot more Wi-Fi battles and LPs by myself.
Yeah, and that's the thing kind of with me. Like, I would do something completely different because, especially when you're gaming, it's always the best when you're with somebody you can just have fun playing games with, because that's what games are for, just to have fun with, entertain people. Being alone, if I wasn't really with anybody, I would just simply do the video editing and mini filmmaking and stuff like that I really want to do in the first place.
Next question comes from Sophis Baladone. Bacon? No! Spam!
Bacon! I love bacon. Yes, bacon.
Spam with rice. Yum. Me Asian.
Oh, it tastes good. Spam with eggs is even better.
Okay, I'll ask this next one. Oh, here we go. Out of the following, you must choose one of these people/characters to protect you. The other will try to kill you. Brock, Batman, Pee-wee Herman, RoboCop, Will Smith, Mega Man, Dr. Doom, and Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. Who will you choose? Ask from Emma from 3-Star Gaming. I would choose Batman to protect me, and then I guess I would have Dr. Doom. I honestly don't know how to answer this.
Is it one of the others or all of the others?
You have to choose one. I don't know.
The
others will try to kill you. Yeah, so you pick one to
others.
protect you.
Fucking Pee-wee Herman chasing after me with a machete. That would be the scariest fucking dream ever.
So you have Pee-wee Herman protect you.
No, I would have him I would have him attacking me. That would just be some scary shit right there. So you'd have Batman to protect you?
I guess.
Yeah, that'd probably be like the best choice. I mean,
No. I would have Brock to protect me, because I'd kill Brock, get the Pokeballs, capture some amazing Pokemon, use them to protect me.
But if you're in a bar fight, you're gonna have to do all that within a span of a few.
I will be
seconds.
able to do that. I'll use the Onix to build a wall, and the Geodude to build a wall to stall them for time, use his other Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, trade them real quick, and then attack them.
It's fucking Batman. He'll find a way.
No, he won't. He will not. Next question.
Hey, I didn't even answer
Ask
mine.
by Corey.
I didn't.
JP,
even
why are you a
answer it.
faggot? Fuck you, Corey. Why am I a faggot? You tell me that.
I didn't even get to
God
answer
damn it,
the previous
Corey.
question. I never asked.
You're
that
not getting to the next
question.
LP. Next question, JP.
Emma,
have you read
put that
Pokemon
in there.
Adventures
What the hell,
manga?
JP?
But asked by Mr. Stain 05. Kinda, a little bit.
What?
Next question, Corey.
What?
What is the difference between a duck? Asked by Flamflea 87. What kind of a fucking question is that?
What kind of question is that? I know the answer. The ice cream has no bones.
What?
That is the answer to the
What's
question.
that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? That question makes no
JP,
sense.
If you don't get it,
The
get
difference
fuck-
between a
no.
duck and a what?
That is the question, JP.
That's not a question. It doesn't make sense. It's not a complete sentence.
Does that matter? It's the
Yes,
question.
it does.
Come on, next question.
What are your guys' favorite video game developers and why? Ask with Fleet 87. Well, my favorite game developers are Square Enix because they make really good animations and very good graphics and compelling stories. Even though they don't make my most favorite games of all time, I still think they do a really good job regardless.
My favorite game developer. I mean, I have a couple top.
Why am I a faggot, Corey?
I didn't ask the question.
Answer the question, damn it!
Hey. Okay. So my favorite video game developer. I honestly, even though I have not really owned very many games of them, it's one of the companies that I absolutely approve of because of how much thought they put into some of their games, which would be the awesome company of Naughty Dog. When they came out with Jak and Daxter, the series, like I got the original game and then I bought the sequels after that. I absolutely loved the games, the humor, and then actually like learning about the company because like sometimes you find those things either on the internet or TV or something. You just kind of get to know more, and you're just like, wow, this group is a really really good group, and I just really approve of them.
Nice.
Yeah, very very good games. I mean, you have Jak and Daxter, you have Uncharted, you have all sorts of other ones.
All right. The final question, because I have to go to work soon, is what is your most favorite non-legendary Pokemon? Asked by JBunch51. We already did answer that, but we're just gonna kind of change your question a bit. We're just gonna go with legendary Pokemon. My favorite legendary Pokemon is Shaman Sky. That just looks pretty sick to me. It looks like Rudolph, but it's not Rudolph at the same time, and it looks really awesome to me. It looks like he doesn't have a care in the world and he thinks he's badass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. My favorite.
That about does it for this question and answer. Hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you all. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, that's not fair. I just gotta say this that my favorite.
That about does it for us, guys. So like if you like.
What the hell is this, JP? You didn't even let me answer the ones before earlier.
I'm sorry. No, I did. I let you.
No, you did. I didn't get to answer if Batman would save me or if anyone else would save me.
You did.
I didn't! I said Batman would be a good choice, but I wasn't approving of him as me.
Pee-wee!
Okay, whatever. You know what? My favorite Pokemon, legendary, because we're switching up the question. Victini. Victini is a badass chipmunk squirrel thing of awesomeness.
God damn it, that's actually a pretty good one too. I changed my answer to Victini as well. Corey answered the 3-star gaming one really quick.
What? 3-star gaming one? What?
The question.
Okay. I want Batman to save me then.
Explain.
Because the reserves of his
Thank
bow.
you all for watching this video. I am thankful that you guys are giving me all these subs and stuff and helping us out. It definitely helps. It definitely makes me and Corey happy a lot, right, Corey?
Yes, I'm very, very happy.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for subscribing and viewing our stuff. We didn't think we'd honestly get this far. Well, 500 I thought we would, but past 500 no. Especially since I got 100 subs in like 2 weeks. So that's definitely a big improvement.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Corey, too, because without you, we probably wouldn't have gotten that far, too.
And thank you, JP, for opening me up to the world of more fucking awesome Pokemon stuff.
All right. So, hope you guys view the next project. It'll probably be in a link below, and there'll be also other links down there to check out some other people, too, that I mentioned on this video. And, yeah, thank you, guys. I have to go to work now.
Bye.
Bye.